Welcome back to Factorio. I'm the 80s Gamer, and in the last episode we stopped because I was really struggling with setting up our first space platform to do space science. And I still am struggling with how to do space science, and I'm going to show you what I have, and then I'm going to ask for you guys to help, and I'm going to take a little bit of a break from working on it. I want to get some other stuff going, and then maybe revisit it. So let me show you what I did. I deleted everything and I restarted basically from scratch. So what we have is we've got um, 4 collectors collecting ice on the corners. We've got 1 doing carbon and 1 doing metal. And basically, I have tried to use logic to help me out here. So what basically happens is um, the iron gets fed onto this belt and it comes down here and it goes into these electric furnaces and gets turned into iron plates. At one point, I was experimenting with using the extra iron to make steel and shipping the steel because our steel bus is in such bad shape. But then basically what I did is I took advantage of this new ability to read the status. Well, I tried. I built one whole setup where I read the status of the belts by hooking up a green wire to the belts, and that did not work for me. I didn't quite understand how that works. That's neither here nor there. That's my fault. Um, so then what I did is I have hooked the inserters to the machines directly. So like this machine, for example, we're reading its contents. And then what we do is we basically go over here to this inserter, which is on the arm, and we basically say, look, if you have less than 10 ice inside of if you have less than 10 ice inside this machine, in other words, if ice gets backed up, this would be 10, right? That's how we would know. Then you're on. But if it backs up, then if there's less than 10 ice, this one turns on and it feeds to here. And then these guys are actually tied to the ice in the last assembler. So it's not very scalable, it's not very tileable, but basically we're reading the contents of this for all of these inserters off of the crushers. They all read whether or not there is stuff in this one, and that decides it. So right now, this one has, it's got a little bit of carbon in it and a little bit of whatever. And so if we go here to these ones, you'll see this is enable disabled if it runs out. So if it goes to basically 0, then these 2 inserters turn on and inject the carbon, and they have plenty of carbon. They have 40 sitting in there. And this one I have not been able to make it work like I want to. So I was hoping to have this turned off. This one, like, see how this one's turned off? And I don't quite understand why. So this one is, see, it's like I set it to 80, less than 80 iron. So I guess iron, oh, because there's 100. So yeah, this one's disabled. I guess we could do something similar here. There's 40 in this one, and there's only 4 in this one. So we should be reading 44. We are. Okay. It's kind of a puzzle, but less than 50. So it should be, actually we want to, is it disabled? 44 is not greater than 50 though. Oh, it seems like it should be less than. But I do want them off. It is less than 50. I don't... Oh, this is too big. That's the problem. Let's say less than 20? Okay. So if there's less than 20 carbon inside of the things, it'll be off. Okay, so that's good. And again, we're just waiting to process this carbon. The biggest problem we have right now is that asteroids do not come in, you don't know what you're going to get, basically, especially when you're not moving. Eventually, it might be nice to try to build what I have other thoughts about trying to do a different layout where basically, since you can't have, and again, you guys could comment and tell me if I'm wrong, I can't figure out how to do chests in space. So the only way you can store items is either in the machines themselves, which that would be one way to do it. Each of these um, each of these is let's pick one that doesn't have any in it. Each of these is big enough that you could put 3 things on it and then have them. I gotta be careful. Um, have them go out onto 3 separate belts. I guess would be another way to have every single be inefficient, but you could have every single asteroid collector collecting stuff. But then the problem is what might happen if you don't put the filter on it is like this one's full. So even he can't collect anything even if he wanted to. And so eventually they would fill up, especially if they don't come at exactly the same ratios. So I kind of think you do have to do it in the way that I have it. But storage is a real issue, right? Like you have to store inside of machines. So we can store iron plates in this one, right? He's got 100 plates in there, no problem. But we can store the, we can store the asteroids themselves inside of the asteroid collectors, but we can't dump into a chest. And so then you need to use logic, I guess, circuits or whatever to sort of keep things going. So that's what we're doing. As you can see, I am not convinced that efficiency modules is actually best. I sort of think I probably should be doing like productivity modules maybe, just to get extra white science. It doesn't seem like we are in any way hurting for power. Yeah, we aren't. All right, so let's see if we can fix that. So to take these out, do we just... can we put productivity 2s in there if we just go... Yeah, we can. Let's try it. It'll be an interesting experiment. I think we could blow our energy, but that's not the worst thing in the world. We could probably stuff some more stuff down. I'd rather have more science at the moment. Again, just while I'm trying to work out my system. So we'll see. It should get sent up by, yeah, see, we're requesting 24 of them from the network. So we should get a delivery in theory from the ground. Anyway, the other thing I learned that I wanted to tell you guys, which you guys probably already knew, is you can get rid of stuff by throwing it off the side. So I think this is close enough. Let's find out. I don't want to do this very quick, but I just want to show you. Yeah, so you can do this. And then it goes off into the side. So where I was running out before, you can always have sort of like a buffer overflow, where you just like dump to the side. You could have like a throwaway belt, I guess, on your platform where anything you put on it just eventually ends up. So I kind of imagine an intricate system of loops, and put a little more power down as long as we can. I kind of imagine an intricate system sort of with loops of belts, because you can use belts as storage, although they don't hold that much. They don't hold as much as the machines, to manage that stuff. But thoughts, ideas, questions, I would definitely take them in the comments. So I'm going to take a break from this, and because I don't think it's going to back up, I think I have a system that's slow. It's not going to do a lot, but we do have a ton of iron. We have a ton of carbon. It's slowly coming down, but the carbon thing is almost completely full, so I don't really worry about us running out of carbon. So yeah, we should be able to do ice. That's interesting. He does, oh, because he doesn't have any carbon. Ah, okay, so this is a flaw in my plan. Yeah, I was trying to figure that out, which machine to hook to. And it's definitely, I don't think I have it. If you hook to this first one, I think I do have it hooked to the wrong machine. Okay, can we fix that? Well, these guys hook direct. So to undo this, I just retrace it. Now they're going to turn on. Can I do that? Will that... It's reading contents of 7, 8. I don't want it to be... Oh no, that's okay actually. So... Yes. I bet they're all wrong. I bet they're supposed to read the first one. Okay, so I did all of those wrong, but that's okay. We can undo it. Okay, so now let's check our contents here. Metal plates equals 0, you turn on, which you should not, and ice equals 0. Yep, there's ice in the system. So he's not running. That doesn't seem like it's gonna work actually, but let's see. It should back up, but then we should have enough room in the buffer, right? Because this one's now disabled. Yep, he's disabled because there is carbon there. As soon as there's not carbon, he'll dump again. Here comes ice. It doesn't dump enough though to keep them all going. Hmm. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. It's not a perfect system. So the ice ones are disabled because I guess it doesn't totally matter because then if you had enough ice, it would build up. That's what's happening with the carbon or whatever, right? Like carbon should release again here in a second, and we should get a big burst of it. Let's test it. Let's test that idea out here in a second. The first one should go, and then we'll go work on stuff for the rest of the episode. I didn't plan on spending this much, but time on looking at this again. I'm totally open to comments, thoughts, things you've seen on other people's playthroughs. Most efficient ways to set it. I know I could just go get a blueprint. Okay, let's see. So it keeps dropping carbon until the very first one, and then turns off. And then carbon's going to back up. Yeah, I think this will be okay. Ice as well will be fine if we can ever get enough ice. So as long as we're always processing all the ice we have, I guess we don't really care. So I'm always going to end up with a bit of a backup, but that's okay. All right, let's stop. So what are we doing? Or what do we want to do? Well, one thing I wanted to do was I want to get some productivity modules into the science because I realized that it's an amateur mistake. Science is supposed to have productivity modules in it. Science is super expensive. You technically should put everything in all the way down, and I don't have any. So let's come up here to productivity modules. We should have a stack of them. 32 twos? Yeah, can I give you all my ones? I could find them. There's some ones. Um, oh, oh, yeah, that should be a blue chest. These should be buffer chests. Hmm, it's a good question. I don't know. We should be requesting twos up there in space, but hmm, unclear. Well, doesn't matter. Okay. On our way back, I want to show you this. I made a little temporary yellow science setup here that I also want to hook up. So basically, yellow science is like it's the same thing as rockets essentially. Um, it's low density structures and robot frames and blue chips. And so we had all those things basically right here by robots. And right now, all we're using low flying robot frames for is robots, and we don't really need any right now. So it doesn't make sense to not use them for yellow science. In fact, it makes a lot of sense to sort of piggyback off yellow science. So we need to figure out how to get it into the system, which I don't have a good answer for at this moment, but we will sort that out at some point. Let's come back over here to science. We'll put those in, and then we'll figure out how we're going to get that into the mix. Because right now we've got white and blue, and I do not know how I'm going to do it. All right, productivity modules, where are they? Here they are. Yep. So here, 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 here. Okay. Looks like everybody's capable of processing. I'm going to run out of modules. It's all right. We got some in there. Okay. So, yes, how are we going to feed it yellow science? Well, we could feed this group yellow science here by putting red inserters. Right? Like if we do a red inserter here, here, and here, then yellow science can go there. That'll get it to here. These guys are getting their white science from the back, so they could get yellow science from here if we could get it there, which we can. Just have to get a little closer so we can drag it up. Let's build the loop, maybe stand on the belt. Can we build it like this? Okay, so that gets yellow science there to these, whatever, 6, but it doesn't solve up here. But we can. It's super messy. I love it. We might need to. Can we like move this sort of like here-ish? And then what? We need a line that goes like that, right? And then all we have to do. This is so janky. FYI. I mean, not that you guys needed to. That's not a surprise for you. Put down the ghost print. This, like this, like this, this. I think that does everybody that we want, right? That will. Don't go past. That would be a huge mistake. Oh, this guy. How does this guy get it? If I put a thing here, he'll just. I think it'll be trouble. I don't know what that will do. This radar is in the way. Let's just get rid of it and get rid of you. Just do the right thing here and go like this. And then we'll put the radar there, which is only a slight off thing. And we will buff power to this whole area by doing that. And there. Okay. So that means this is yellow science. Where am I going to put it? Can I put it above purple? Looks like I can. Oh, but I won't be able to make that turn. Let's do it like this. Yeah, that'll work. We have so little yellow belts. Really? That is legit. Okay. Don't want to be totally out in the wind. Okay, we gotta find yellow science now. There. Is there any reason not to? Yeah, there's plenty of reasons not to bring it up, actually. Can you make all of that go away? And you. Oh, that's probably fine, actually. This is not what I was gonna work. I was gonna work on uranium fuel, honestly. Okay, so that's all fine. Other than I suspect, what is the build radius of the network? That's too far. Oh, but we could temporarily put one here, even if this is not. That will get that'll get all those in the network. Looks like we're missing a roboport down here, but that's pretty straightforward. What if we put it? Nope, it's got to be farther up. Let's put it here. Oh, it's not connected. How far up does it have to go? Pretty far. Are you still? Yep, you still are. And the rest has already been built. Oh, we need a buffer chest. Where do we want to buffer? Oh, I like to buffer close to the. That way, when you pick it up and it's a mistake, then Gleba briefing. Okay, how's this work? Planet Gleba is human swampy planet with rich exotic vegetables that can be cultivated using a tower. Oh, okay. Can't find iron, copper, crude coal, but there are for alternative ways of producing needed items. Most of the items challenge of spoiling over time. Even green science has limited lifespan and can't be stockpiled. Okay, so that'll be super fun. But the lightning one is the one I wanted to go to first, because you get the rail support on deep parts of the ocean will require additional research. The oil ocean isn't landable until much later, but it can be crossed by elevated rails. You get scrap. Okay, so there's no resources. Solar panel is much less effective. However, lightning can be collected. The lightning rod. Okay. Yep. Cool. Removing trash in space. I think um, this is the part I missed. I didn't read all of these tips, so that was bad on my part. So that's how come I missed that. Okay, let's build our let's build a little chest here, and yeah, this will work. And we'll feed it in. I don't think it's gonna back up, but if it should, there we go. Perfect. And at some point, yellow science will come down the line. What do I want to research with yellow science once I have it? I want Coverx, but that's for later. This is lab research speed, which I don't really care about. Worker robot I want. Battery packs MK2 I want. Um, heating tower. Calcite processing. That sounds super fun. Definitely want robot speed stuff. This is all new planety things. Mining productivity, we're not really there. Steel plate productivity, it's expensive. Inserter capacity bonus, that's a nice one. I was talking about elevated rails. We better make sure we get them. Braking force is pretty cheap too. That's good. Okay. Is yellow science coming down the line? Yes. Big burst of it. Cool. Okay. It'll get a chance to build up, and we'll find out if it works. But that's not what we're here for. We are going to work on. So the goal of my episode for today was to try to get down here to uranium and start uranium processing. So to do that, we need to do a couple things. We do have miners. Why are you guys all? Oh, because I have a bunch of trash in my inventory apparently. Okay. I'm gonna come stand over here. So you guys can trash it all real good. There you go. You got most of it. All right. So to process uranium, um, you need sulfuric acid. So I think what I want to do is I want to make a corner carefully. Let's say about there. And let's take sulfuric acid up towards the train station. Too far to connect. What happened? Oh, we missed one. Okay. Yeah, come on. All right. what I want. Come on. Usually it does the drawing the right way. Did I miss the connection again? Yeah. Okay, this is super annoying. Come on, game. Do the right thing. Ah, I know, I could just clear the whole forest because it doesn't really matter, but I like a little bit of diversity. All right. Here's a good place. Okay, so we need sulfuric acid. Interestingly, you actually also need iron plates, but that's only where you're processing the uranium. Okay, so we probably need like, I think it's 4, 1, 2, no, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe. Okay, try not to get run over. Doing a good job trying to get run over. Let's bring you to say about here, and we're gonna place our curve down again. Talked about how awesome this curve is. I can't recommend enough to you guys that you make yourself a curve. All right, let's signal. We need one here. Good. All right, we need a train station, which we should have. And we'd like it to be yellow. Kind of like a red and yellow. It's kind of a nice color right there. I like it. Main base sulfuric acid pickup. Okay. All right. We need a locomotive. Yep, you don't have any fuel. Do I have any fuel I can give you? Oh, look at that, I have coal. That's so lucky for me. I'm gonna give you half because I don't really want to. If I could get away with less, I would. We need a fluid car. Now there's a question of, is this the... Do I want this to just be sulfuric acid, or do I want it to be like the uranium train? If we process uranium down here, which is my current thought, there's enough water over here potentially, we have to go down there and check, to run the nuclear reactors. So we could set up all of nuclear like right here, in which case, let's go under that assumption that that's what it's going to be. So in which case, we want a fish book. Do I have one for iron plates? I do. Don't want to mix that up. Okay. All right. So what do we got? We need pumps. Is it like that? I think so. And then we need fluid tanks. And you can do something like... If we do that, though, that doesn't really solve the problem of... Maybe we do this. We just have to walk... Oh, I can walk over pipes because of sneak through. Right. Right. All right, we need some amount of iron here. 4 is fine. Let's do that. Let's power this. Yep. You're good to go there. You need power on the other side. And you need some ins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And really, it's going to look something like this. And we need to get the fluid in. Should be able to do with some undergroundies. Yeah, let's do that. And then we're gonna see what we get. All right. Yeah, that should work. Okay, we need to get some iron up here. We should be able to do that pretty easily. Because we know we're gonna go through forest, let's use a little copy and paste. That's super fun. I would say this, and then we're just gonna run short little side belt over here. Magic. And we're gonna put a little bit of a load on our sulfuric acid jennies. It's good for them. All of our bots are asleep at the rail. We don't actually care. We don't need iron yet, so that part doesn't matter. What we do need is more. So here, let that go. We need more rails. Steel looks like it's doing okay. Science is still coming in. So cool to watch that dropping in. How much do I want? Let's bring bunch. Thought we were trashing those. Why didn't you get trashed? I bet I have a conflict, but I have more than one of those somewhere. I discovered that it's like additive how that works. So you can end up with some weird results that way. Well, I don't know. Okay, so for miners, we need plenty of red. It's going to put them down as yellows. I guess that's okay. We're not picking up yellow belts, but we can, so let's bring 400. Okay. Man, I gotta set up recycling. Ooh, green chips is actually being used. That's nice to see. For a while there, I felt like it was doing a bunch of nothing, but looks like we're good. You need to output priority to the left. Let's make sure we have a full belt going down. Perfect. Tempted to throw down a blue and let's do something similar here. Output priority left. Let's just guarantee we're 100% solid there. There we go. Doesn't look like we're getting enough copper all the way down. It's a little bit of a surprise. Each of these is consuming more than a full belt. Wow. All right, well, power's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Good to see green chips finally getting used. All right. Oh, look there. There's our steel. There's our steel recycling. We should be able to run this belt all the way up, where we should discover a train car full of stuff for us. Yes. Perfect. So we're going to add an interrupt, a refuel one. Yes. And we're going to add a schedule. It's main base this and wait connection. It's going to be cargo. It's going to be full cargo. But what I would like to do now is play the refuel. So he should go. Let's see if that's true. I don't have visibility on the. I've got to remember to set down a radar over here. Can we ghost radar down like here? No, we don't fit it. Darn it. Put one here. It's kind of a waste though. Yeah. Okay. He's on his way back. I'm worried he will not wait there. He's finishing filling. All right. Well, he shouldn't go anywhere else because he should now have fuel, right? Do you now have plenty of fuel? I will take. Can I take the? I'm close enough. Oh, I'm in map mode. I don't know if I got it. Yeah, cool. All right, so we're going to drive this train. That's what's going to happen next. We are going to take it to where it's going to go. And what I want to do is, I think I control click here. We should go there. We will work on building our stuff. Now, the reason I'm sending us here is because what I'm hoping will happen. Oh, it's automatic. Switch it to manual. Okay, as long as I'm driving, then my bots get out. Okay, perfect. This is what I want. I want to coast along this highway here and build this as we go. All right, let's hold down the right key. So we turn right. Sure, you guys can go do that. We'll pick up a little bit of... Whenever we can't really see the train signals that well here, that'll be a problem later. But this line is a mess. That's where I wish I had more bots, but we're okay. Gotta let them do their thing a little bit here. We still have 700 rails. That should be plenty to build the station that we need. We're going to end up with coal and stuff in our inventory. Doing good, though. This beautiful forest. I want to make sure we get the return rail. It would really suck to have to walk all the way back. I mean, we can. Would not be ideal. Eventually, as we get some of this research stuff done, our bots will get faster and be able to do more stuff we have already marked off, like bot research speed. Even though we're researching a planet that I have no interest in going to in the short term anyway, I probably should like stop researching that. Can we do that? Can we like move Volcanus to the end? I mean, it is the next planet I want to go to, but let's move it all the way to the end of research. I would much rather have worker robot speed 3, since we're using the heck out of them right now, and wouldn't it be great if they were faster? So let's see. For our new productivity modules to work, that copper patch is almost all gone. Chomping it down. There's another copper patch over here we could theoretically grab and build up there if we were desperate, but we have that 21, oops, we have that 21 million patch already that I would like to tap. So yeah, let's talk about a little bit about uranium stuff. Uranium is now hidden, well, uranium power is now behind space, which is it's an interesting balancing decision. I have mixed feelings about it. I feel like one of the challenges that means you're going to run on Steam a lot longer, or you're going to end up having to switch to solar pretty hardcore. I've done games where I've done pretty hardcore solar, not doing it this playthrough, where you have a huge solar field or whatever. It can be done, of course. Of course, you could go green. Then you tear it all down when you get to nuclear reactors. So it's sort of like, I was hoping to try. Being my usual plan is to try to get to nuclear, is rush nuclear. Get a few nuclear reactors up, and all of your power problems go away, and then we can not worry about power, and we can focus on building getting our space science, and honestly, I guess it's getting off to the next planet. So that's a whole other ball of wax that I'm interested in other playthroughs or other people that you've watched. I might need to do some of my own watching here over the next day to try to see if I can learn how to fix our space platform. I mean, I think we have it, basically working at this point, but yeah. Okay. We've pretty much built the whole thing. Let's do a quick map check. Where do we want to get off? We've already passed it. All right, so let's back up the train. It's probably good somewhere around here. We're gonna stop, get out, and let's go to the uranium. And basically then we'll lay down straight track on the way back. We've got 500 rails, which, boy, I hope that's enough. I'll be sad if it's not. Got this whole forest in the way. This is where sneak through, if you're wondering how I am so quickly zipping through the trees, it's because I am using sneak through. This is the right one, isn't it? Oh yeah, I just very much misguessed where. By backing, I back up the train too much. That's okay. Yeah, even with sneak through, it's hard to get through these trees. That's okay. All right, so here's uranium. Can you clear it so we can see it? Maybe clear this too. I think I want to bring in the rail above. So start about here. It's always better to have more room than less, right? Let's do a quick check. This altitude, is there any reason not to come across at this? Let's go up a little bit more because of that, because of the oil field there that we might want to play with. All right, so now we're going to do this thing where we can jump into map mode, paste, and we can't do any more from here. This will get us close. Stuck on something. Okay, where is the end? It should be right there. Excellent. Looks like we're going to miss the oil, which was my goal. Bots are way behind us, but that's okay. They're going to get a chance to catch up when we build. A little bit worried about the 482 rails we have left. Seems like it might be not enough, but okay. Is that close enough? It's going to have to be. Okay, we can bring it in a little bit closer if we want. Research a technology using utilities. Oh, we just got it's a little achievement for yellow. Cool. Okay. Maybe here to say here so we can just sort of see it. We are never going to be able to build this exchange, this whole thing, unless we like rip this out. So this is going to take a second. Sorry. That robot speed update that we just got will be a big help. However, the fact that our robots aren't here is going to not help us. I'm going to do a quick pause in the recording for you guys so that I can just clean up these trees and you don't have to watch it. So I'm going to boop it and I'll see you in a sec. All right, we're back. This one poor robot, if you wouldn't believe it, but our trash slots have, just get in here. Our trash slots have completely filled up. So I'm having to dump wood in this chest because we have no space left in our trash slots. All right, let's signal this guy up. I think that's right. Nope, we're not. We need to signal this part up. See, he needs to be a chain signal. And then we need a here, right? Everything in the intersection is yellow. That's fine. The only thing it would be nice to do is maybe allow the train to go straight. That one's going to freak out because of that cross. This doesn't let anyone into the intersection while someone else is in the intersection, which, I mean, it's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Kill him, move him. All right, let's go grab our train. And let's drive him generally over to where we want to go. I guess we technically could have had it come to us, but that's no fun. Here we go. All right, so right-hand turn. So we're going to hold right. Good, that worked. This is going to be tricky. We have 359. I hope that's enough rails to get to where we need to go. It may not be. Guess we'll see. We want to do a train station a little bit like we did for steel, probably, which is like loop it around, have a have like a crossing train station. We're not going to make it. That's what my gut is telling me. My gut is telling me we are not going to make it. We're halfway there, and we have only 100 and something rails left. I'll keep you guys with me until we get to the end, and then I might do another cut while I go back to base so that you guys don't have to see that part of it. Our trash slots are going to fill up with wood. Well, our trash slots are full. Does anyone know what you should be doing? What I should be doing with all of the wood that I'm collecting? I mean, you could burn it, but is there a better use for the wood? Did they change anything? I don't even. I mean, in the early game, you use it for the power poles. Yeah, we're about to go. All right. We've reached the end, but we're out. All right, I'm gonna boop, and I'll be back in a second with more rails. Okay, we no longer have an inventory totally and completely full of trees, which is good because we're gonna clear cut a bunch more trees. We also have faster robots now, so they should be able to get on that pretty quickly. I would like to throw down a radar right here. Give us good coverage of this. Apparently we don't have power here. Okay, so we're missing a power pole. Well, that's good to know. It's going to make starting this up a little bit slower than anticipated, but it'll be fine. All right, so the idea potentially was to move the uranium to the right, go this direction with the idea that we could run nuclear off of this water. So that's what I'm going to do, is set up uranium to go in that direction. So let's grab our skinny miners, and we're going to run them this way. So boom, boom, boom. Nobody here. Okay, perfect. These are all uranium miners, I think. It's doing the right thing. Bots are doing a great job, guys. Really appreciate it. Let's do a little bit of cleanup here. Just to make sure that we're not save every single thing that we might need. Yep, I know you guys don't have power. Do we still have miners? We do. We have miners. We don't. What happened to the bots? They ran out of juice? We still have the items because I can still use the ghost dropper. Why did the bots stop? That was super weird. Huh. I don't know. Okay. How many of these do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really, we have 3. So let's bring you right to here. Merge you guys. I think the main ones are these 3, maybe. Well, that's what we're going to call it. Let's do a little bit of upgrade. Oh, ha ha ha. That was not what I wanted. Can we undo that? I wanted the upgrade planner, not the delete planner. Let's go, say like that with red. Really have no idea. Okay. Now, the way we want to hook this in, if you've never seen this before, the way I like to do it, is I like to use undergroundies, and you have a little bit of space. Let's make our thing there. We need to hook in 1 on every side. Should work. Yep. Here, here, there. These 2 are all 6. They all connect together. We need to get this guy. That save was inconvenient. Okay. Oops, we're missing this guy. Yep. So you, right, and this. Yep. And like this. And we're going to power all of this from the back side. Say there. We're going to go straight up towards there. Magic. Okay. Now, the train station. So we probably want the train station on this side, kind of like we did before. I actually think I want another... We kind of stopped because we were running really low on rails before, which we are not right now. So let's drop down some more rails real quick and get these guys to do what we want. All right. I think right here is probably fine. So if we grab this and we use the ghost planner so that we can pick what we want it to go parallel. How far do we, where does this go to back it up the most? It's right here. To be that far away, closer in, we could do, I want closer in. No, I'll take a little further out. I'm limiting myself to only, I want to be smarter actually. So no, we're gonna, new plan. Actually want to use the curve. And I'll tell you why. Do I have enough room to use the curve? Haha, that could be a problem. Well, we'll see. Because it's gonna be like here, and then here. I can kill that. That part's not a big deal. Like this. It's kind of fun. I haven't done this before. And then it's a short train. I need him to go. Yeah, it needs to go there. Look at that crazy loop. Has to go back this way, like this, or we can use the curves again. Let's try it. I'm having fun. Curves. So that, he has to go like this. He also has to go, yeah, this is the dilemma. Like that, right? Because then it has to go this. The train's on. Oh, it did allow us to do it. Okay. It's kind of wicked. Super fun looking. Good job. All right, so now if you're signaling this, it's like, what? It's like here. No, I know you can't reach. Here. No, he needs to chain signal. Yep, that part's right. And then here, I need like a signal there. I'm gonna chain here. Chain signal here. Yep, that looks right. This one's a bit too big. Can we chain signal there? I think that's right. I think that's good. Let's get in the train and get it off of this little shenanigan. So if we spin it around, yep. Here's a good place for you to stop. Actually, all right. Let's throw down the train station. Late as we can do it. Really, really. Okay. And we're gonna color it like that. Yep. And this is gonna be what? We need a name for this. No, we don't need a color. We need a name. This is what? Uranium mine 1. And processing. It's good for now. And so what? He says we need power. And we need pumps. Right? 1, 2, 3. And they need to go into, oops, here. And then we're going to pump, just like this. Yep. Into those tanks. And this tank will what? Let's do a move like that. Tank will supply all of those glorious things. And then we need a couple unloaders. I'm not going to unload that here, actually. So that'll be a problem for this guy. Yep. Add weight condition. I just wanted him to get into the spot, honestly, because we don't have power. So we're kind of stuck. I don't know why we don't have power. All right, maybe we better ride the train and go figure that out. Why don't we have power? Where did we miss the power pole? Probably here somewhere, no? Probably. Yeah. got to be here. It could be any of these turns. So let's start here, maybe? Look for an unbroken power pole. Oh, it's right there, I bet. I bet there's power at that turn. It's that turn we didn't connect. Ooh, it's hard to watch that close. Yeah, okay. That's fine. It's going to take us a minute to sort this out. Yeah, I need to go, say, here. And we're going to have to zip all the way around to do it. Cut through fuel. That'll work. But it's that first corner we missed. I was like, man, it seems so unlikely that I would miss one like that, but definitely did. All right. All right. I do not want you to run off on me. So I'm going to do that. And I suspect, right, we have power in this one, don't we? We do not. It's kind of a surprise. Really, he doesn't have power either? All right, I was totally wrong. Where could we have missed power? Here. Ugh, I'm not in the train. Can I grab it? Yeah, this one. I need you to say stop here. Yep. Let's clear our temporaries and get out of map mode and go jump in the train because we can't. I don't think it's fixable by bots because we're not in it. Classic mistake to not get in the train. Okay, let's try again. It's going to be right here. Go. Finish research. Okay, we'll take a look at research here in a second. I just want to get the uranium mine started, and then we can call it a day. All right. What am I missing? You do not have power. You do not have power. None of these have power? How can that be right? Everything would have to be off. Ooh, careful. I mean, it is right. Look. These just die here. Oh, I bet we run them through a secondary. All right. Well, we'll make it work. Know where a good spot to drop into the grid is. Now we have power. Yeah, I can guess how it happened. It's not, and that's still not an ideal way to do this. Not get run over. I know what I want to do, so I'm gonna do a little bit of that too. Yeah, I want this power pole. Can we drop it on the outside of the outside is where we want to do, is where I want to do it. Perfect. Okay. Now all of these have power. Yep. And we should be mining uranium. Let's jump back in our train. And we're gonna go to there. Ooh, that means not that far. Got some nice visibility here. I'd like to know what's down below. Someone said there was something like super science. It was like science. I don't see it. It was like if you use uranium processing, atomic bomb, Covarex. I don't see science. It was a secondary white science? Promethean? No. I do not see this sciencey science thing that involves uranium and going to space and stuff. Someone, maybe I haven't unlocked it because I haven't gone further? Because I don't have uranium. Guess we'll see. I did just mine uranium though. I think. Good question. We'll find out. Are we operational? We are operational. All right, we're going to switch you to manual. Don't want to do inactivity. Let's do empty cargo for now, because that should hold it. Oops. Okay, let's get out. Looks like I missed a power pole. There we go. There's sulfuric acid. And we've mined uranium. There we go. Now do we get science? Was that... We get uranium ammo. Nuclear power. Do that. Wow, Spidertron is now hidden behind a way end. Covarex. Captive. Hatch eggs into captive spawners and place them anywhere on Nolus. Captive spawners. Fascinating. Atomic bomb. Yeah, I'm not all that interested. Nuclear fuel reprocessing. I'll take that. And the personal fission reactor. I'll take that. Isn't there power armor Mark II? Yeah. Oh, I can't take it until I get this. Then I can have Mark II power armor, which I definitely want. Tool belt equipment. That takes a science I don't have. Energy shield Mark II. That takes a thing I don't have. Mech armor. This is mech armor, which you get with pink science. Okay. I'd love it, but I don't have it. Okay. Well, we have got uranium. Slowly, it seems like. Um, let's go grab another full tank of sulfuric acid. We've got plenty, but everybody's working. So yeah. Do we have a 3 to 2 belt balancer? We do have a 3 to 2. Can I do something like, say, this? I can. Did I drop a radar down here? I did. Okay, cool. So he's pushing that. We'll see what that sees in a minute. Okay, so I have a really nice blueprint. I'll put it down so that we can see it. All right, it is ore processing uranium using red and yellows. Yeah, that will work. The input is this was always the plan. Can I see a little better? I mean, it should just be able to fit right here. Be perfect. Any reason not to do it? I think all the modules are, I mean, I think it's all wrong with the, what the heck are these things called? What are they called? Beacons. I think the beacon tech is wrong. I think this is old pre-space age beacon tech. But it might not be. So you have a storage chest and a buffer chest. This is centrifuges. Yeah, this seems like a really good... Let's let them build for a minute. It's going to draw a lot of juice. I'm a little bit worried about the juice draw, but that's okay for now. Let's let them finish building. I might need to explain it to you guys all in the next episode. Might be a good break here, actually. Let's end this recording. We got uranium processing going. These guys are doing a great job building. Our space platform is not jammed up, I don't think. It is. Because of what? Because this guy is disabled. Disabled by control behavior. What are they reading? They're reading these machines. These have 10 ice in them. These guys are supposed to be, why are you disabled? Oh, wait, you have 1 ice. Oh, you don't have metal plates. Okay, you don't have metal plates. So metal plates are not releasing. Oh, you need 2. You goofball. It needs to be less than 2. That's essentially 0. I screwed that up. So do they all have ice? No. This first guy has ice. Okay, metal's making its way down. They've stopped making metal. They're not releasing ice. Here comes ice. There they go. We're dropping a lot of ice onto that belt all of a sudden. Okay. I think... Okay, so I just had a bad circuit condition there. I needed to test that anyway because we had so much metal on the thing. That's what tripped me up. They should go crazy now. We should have a nice little backlog, it looks like. We have plenty of ice, plenty of iron, I think. Plenty, yeah. I mean, carbon. We should be in great shape to do white science. It's good news. Yeah, it's great news. We have a little bit of everything. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, we should be rocking. That's great news. Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thoughts, comments on, what to do and how to do some of the other stuff would be super appreciated. And yeah, at this moment, I am just going to go back and make sure all this stuff gets going. So have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.